Han Feng cautiously descends a dark, eerie staircase, gripping a flashlight that casts a narrow beam ahead. Little girl monitors Han Feng's descent down the staircase from above, calling out each floor level with a cautious tone. She keeps track, ensuring each floor is safe as he moves further down. He pauses on the staircase, visibly alarmed as he notes the extreme temperature, which reads a dangerously low -49.8 degrees Celsius. His face shows concern as he realizes that, without proper protection, a person would freeze within half an hour in these conditions. Outside, a harsh snow-covered landscape stretches across Cityscape, with towering buildings shrouded in frost. As little girl comments on Han Feng's worsening condition, realizing they need to act quickly to avoid further complications. One man, bundled up against the cold, he warns them to be extremely cautious if they plan to proceed. A group of men huddles around a small table, their faces illuminated by the warm glow of a single candle. One of them acknowledges the hardships they've endured. Wang, seated at the center, instructs them to distribute 3 thick coats for warmth. One of the members responds affirmatively, while others express their gratitude, understanding the value of these provisions in the freezing conditions. A hand tightly grips a bundle of what appears to be clothing or supplies, a sign of careful preparation amidst harsh conditions. The group gratefully receives the warm clothing from the man in charge, expressing their thanks with genuine appreciation. He reassures them, stating that those who contribute will always be respected and taken care of, reinforcing a sense of unity and mutual support among them. Hunan nervously asks the man if she can join their group. The man, however, responds firmly with a refusal, leaving her visibly disappointed. Wang, adjusting his glasses, explains his reasons for refusing her request, citing doubts about the authenticity of her friend's actions. He adds that if not for a relative witnessing someone transporting supplies, he wouldn't have trusted her at all, his tone firm and skeptical. Wang instructs the group to head together to a nearby building, implying it requires immediate inspection. Hyuna responds with respect, and another person is directed to bring her some tools, signaling readiness for their mission. Wang addresses Hyuna with a serious tone, stating that regardless of whether her information is true or false, her real intentions are what matter. Hyuna's face shows a mix of surprise and determination as she processes the man's words. Hyuna, now more resolute, takes a tool handed to her by a man in a beanie, her expression set with determination. Gripping the tool tightly, Hyuna reassures the man with a determined yet slightly hesitant expression, stating that she understands what's expected of her. The team's footsteps echo against the metal staircase as they descend carefully. The group advances down the dark staircase, led by the man, his flashlight illuminating the way. Everyone follows closely, gripping their tools tightly. One of the group members urgently calls out to the leader, pointing toward a figure lying motionless on the staircase ahead. The group stares in shock as they recognize the face of the unconscious figure. It's Lai Zi. One of the group members helps Lai Zi by gently pouring warm liquid from a flask into his mouth. Lai Zi chokes and sputters as the warm liquid jolts him awake, his eyes wide with shock and confusion. Lai Zi gasps and coughs intensely, clutching at his chest as he fully awakens, the shock evident on his face. Lai Zi's eyes widen in confusion as he looks around. The leader stands beside Lai Zi, holding the flask, while another teammate kneels to check on his condition. Lai Zi looks up at them with a slight smile. Lai Zi lets out a hearty laugh, expressing relief and gratitude for the rescue. His teammates exchange relieved glances, glad to see his spirits lifting as he recovers in their presence. One of the team members angrily scolds Lai Zi, criticizing his attitude and reminding him that he hasn't even thanked their leader for saving his life. Lai Zi looks taken aback. Lai Zi lets out a soft sigh, finally acknowledging the words of his teammate. Lai Zi snaps back, arguing that if thanks are due, they should be directed toward those whose supplies were taken. The leader steps forward, visibly angered by Lai Zi's disrespectful remark, his stern expression reflecting his frustration. The teammate behind him seems equally shocked, gripping the leader's arm as if to hold him back from reacting impulsively. The leader earnestly extends an invitation to Lai Zi, explaining that only through unity can they survive the harsh conditions together. However, Lai Zi, visibly annoyed, rejects the offer again, expressing frustration at being asked repeatedly. A teammate confronts Lai Zi sharply, warning him not to disrespect their goodwill. The group stands together, illuminated by the flashlight. Lai Zi, visibly annoyed, questions the group's intentions, challenging whether they plan to force him to join them. While the others watch him with growing tension, the leader addresses Lai Zi calmly, asking if there's been a misunderstanding between them. He explains that they only wish for Lai Zi to contribute his strength to give the weaker members a better chance at survival, hoping to appeal to his sense of responsibility. Lai Zi responds angrily, accusing the leader of having ulterior motives, his face twisted with frustration. He argues that being given scarce resources every few days is no different from waiting to die. He defiantly shouts down the staircase, declaring that he has no need for their pity or handouts. Han Feng listens intently as he reflects on Lai Zi's words. He realizes that providing food only every 3 days could mean that the group's leader doesn't truly care about the well-being of the weaker members. Han Feng observes from above as the leader speaks with Lai Zi, revealing his strategy of keeping older, weaker members only to attract younger recruits. Han Feng realizes this selfish approach could eventually lead to internal conflicts within the group, as trust begins to erode. One of the group members angrily grabs Lai Zi by the collar, accusing him of being ungrateful. The agitated teammate tightens his grip on Lai Zi's collar, demanding a clear answer on whether he will join the group or not. His frustration is evident as he warns Lai Zi to stop blocking their path if he refuses, escalating the confrontation. The tension reaches a boiling point as the two men clash, pressing their foreheads together in a heated confrontation. The man in the beanie sits on the ground, visibly frustrated and holding his head in his hands, seemingly defeated by the ongoing tension. Lai Zi stands firm. Lai Zi faces a group of men armed with makeshift weapons, his expression unwavering and resolute. The leader observes the standoff with a calm, unreadable expression, a slight smirk appearing on his face. The leader turns to face his followers, who are armed and ready. Lai Zi stands his ground, facing the group as they close in around him, their weapons raised and ready. With a fierce expression, Lai Zi raises his fist defiantly, shouting that he's not afraid of them. Watching from above, Han Feng observes Lai Zi's defiant stance with concern, realizing that he might collapse at any moment. Determined to help, Han prepares to intervene, sensing the urgency of the situation. Han Feng hesitates, realizing the overwhelming number of opponents surrounding Lai Zi. Doubts cloud his mind as he questions what difference he could make even if he intervened, feeling conflicted about his ability to help. Han Feng clenches his fist, recalling all the times Lai Zi had helped him in the past. Driven by loyalty and gratitude, he resolves that he cannot just stand by and watch Lai Zi face this danger alone. Han Feng's face shows a mix of determination and anxiety as he steels himself for the decision he's about to make. Han Feng reaches into his coat, pulling out a handgun with a determined grip. Han Feng sits silently, gripping the gun firmly as he watches the scene below with a stern, contemplative expression. Lai Zi, battered but defiant, taunts the crowd, challenging them to come at him if they dare. Lai Zi reacts with a startled expression, his eyes widening in surprise as he hears a sudden noise. This is the end of the video. If you guys want to see the next part, then don't forget to subscribe and like the video.